if you don't have a working portfolio, you seriously want to work with clients professionally as a video editor and still be using Google Drive links. It's not possible. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create your own video editing portfolio in order to land clients. Let's get into it.
So this tutorial is going to be on a PC, but this doesn't mean that you can't do it on your phone. And the reason I chose Canva is because it is very beginner friendly and you can do it without having any knowledge of coding. So first and foremost, head over to your Canva app. Now on the search bar, you are going to type portfolio. Now it's going to recommend so many beautiful and creative portfolio templates, and normally I would love to do it from scratch, but because of those of you that are complete beginners, we are going to work with a template. So I'm very familiar with this maroon bold template, and that is what we're going to be working with, but you can also apply it to any other template. This is going to be a very quick process because the thing with templates is that all you need to do is change the information that is on the template. You don't need to do too much, except of course if you want to be creative. So with this template, I didn't do a lot. I just changed the information, for example, my name and pictures. So this is the first page of the portfolio, and it is important for me to put all my necessary information as well as my contact details and a picture. If you want to add cute little icons, you can go to the elements section on the left side. Now for my main picture, I wanted to use a phone frame. So what I did was I went to the elements section by the left side and I typed in phone frame. It's going to recommend thousands of phone frames to choose from, and I picked one. Now I had to choose a very professional headshot to put on this portfolio. You can't just go about putting selfies. This marks the end of the first page, which is the introduction page, and now we are going to head over to the second page, which happens to be the about me page. In this section, I deleted everything on the page because I wanted to customize it to my liking, and just like it is written on the heading about me, I am going to write a very short introduction message talking about my skills and who I am. This section properly introduces me to the potential clients. For my About Me section, I recorded a very short introduction video of my skills and the videos I've edited. So I am going to put it on this page. Now I've uploaded this short introduction video on YouTube. So all I'm going to do is go to YouTube, get the link and paste it directly to this thumbnail that you're looking at. That way, when a client clicks on this picture of me working on my laptop, it's going to redirect them to the short introduction video that I did, and it's going to help them know about me better. This marks the completion of the second page, which is the About Me page, and the third page we're going to be working on is the section for skills. Now this section is going to include everything that I can do, the skills that I'm going to be offering, the services that I'm going to be offering, color correction, subtitle, pacing, editing, jump counts, and all of that. Now this marks the end of the third page, and we're moving on to the next page. Now in this page, I'm going to include the videos that I've worked on for clients to look at, but I'm not going to upload these videos directly to Canva, right? Because it's going to make my portfolio too heavy. I'm going to use a different method, and I'm going to show you how. Now for this method, we are going to be working with the video links. So make sure that you've uploaded your video either to Google Drive or to a YouTube channel, but unlisted. So if you've worked with an actual YouTuber, a client that posts on YouTube, all you need to do is go to their channel and get the link like I'm doing right now, or you upload your video to your Google Drive and then get the link. But some other people use the method of uploading their video file directly to Canva, but I don't suggest that because sometimes your video could be heavy. Sometimes your video could be up to 1 gigabyte or even more. So this method is the best. Now I'm going to come back to my portfolio and I'm going to find a suitable thumbnail. I'm just going to use the thumbnails that I use exactly for those videos. As you can see right now, I'm looking for the thumbnail. Now this is one of the thumbnails that I worked on for a video that I edited. So I'm just going to download it from my Canva app, and I'm going to take this picture and go back to my portfolio. Now for my portfolio, instead of uploading the actual video to it to save space and to make the portfolio a little bit lighter, I'm just going to upload the thumbnail that I designed and paste on the portfolio. And I'm just going to repeat this process for 4 more pages where I am supposed to upload my videos. Now like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to head over to YouTube and get the link of the videos that I've edited which have been uploaded. Now watch very carefully. I'm going to come back to my portfolio and paste this link on the thumbnail that I have uploaded on my portfolio directly. What this does is that when I send the link of my portfolio to any client and they open my portfolio, when they tap on this thumbnail, it is going to redirect them to the actual video where it is uploaded. So even if you have uploaded your video on Google Drive, what you need to do is go to Google Drive, tap on the video, get shareable link, make sure that anyone with the link can view, and come and paste it on your thumbnail. This method is actually proving to be better than just uploading the full videos, because like I said earlier, your portfolio will turn out to be too heavy. Now this next page is for client testimonials. This actually gives your portfolio more credibility, but even if you do not have any testimonials, you can completely delete this page. But it will be better for you to reach out to people that you've worked with, even if it's just your friends and family. For me, I use some of my friends and even my family members, and then you can put it over here. Now the next page is my final page, which is the call to action page. This is after your client has gone through your portfolio and they want to move forward with working with you. You are going to have to include your contact details, which is where they can reach you on either WhatsApp, Instagram, or TikTok DMs. And then for me, I like to put a picture just to make the whole portfolio more personable, right? To give them a little bit of personality. We are going to include how you want your clients to reach out to you. So what you can do is go to Elements on the left side and get the TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp icons. Then you go to your respective social media platforms, copy the link, and come and paste it on these icons, just like I'm doing right now. And this is going to help you be more accessible to whatever client that wants to work with you.
So I'm going to show you the final results of the portfolio that we worked on. But before that, I'm going to show you how to download it. Now there are two ways that you can download your portfolio after working on it on Canva. So you either download it as a link or you download it as a PDF document. But for the PDF document, it's going to be a heavier file. Right now, this PDF document, this portfolio as a PDF document is about 287 MB. Best form for your portfolio is as a link. Then Canva will host your portfolio website for free on the Canva app. But if you don't want that, then you can download it as a PDF and send to your clients. But first of all, so when you are done editing the portfolio, if you want your clients to have access to it, you want to send it out as emails, you want to send it on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, you're going to come to this button that says share. You're going to tap on share. Now when you see share, you're going to see two options. You are going to see copy link. This button here that says public link is going to be restricted or private. Please take note of that. If you are taking your portfolio as a link, copy link, right? You're going to copy the link. It's copied now. Now, if you give it to somebody, if you send it to somebody to check out your portfolio, most likely it's going to be restricted. They're not going to be able to see it. So when you copy the link, what you're going to do here, or before you even copy the link, you're going to come to this place that says public view link. Tap on it. When you tap on it, you're going to see either restricted or not allowed. What you're going to do is you're going to change it to public view link, so anyone with the link can view. When you change that, then you go back and you copy the link. Now if you want to download it, instead of having the link, you just tap on download and it's going to show you different options. You can download it as you can download it as a PDF, you can download it as a video, which is MP4 video. You can download this as an image, which is PNG or JPEG. The best way to download your portfolio in order for people to be able to tap on your thumbnails, so to redirect them to their actual video, is PDF standard. So download your portfolio in PDF standard. Once you've chosen PDF standard, then you can download. This is what the portfolio looks like. Now, in this video that you just watched, I showed you how to build a different portfolio from scratch, a different one, right? This is my actual working portfolio. So that is why you are seeing a different result. I've shown you how to put links into images so that when you tap on it, it's going to redirect them. I'm going to show you how that works. Let me tap on WhatsApp. You're going to take your WhatsApp chat link, put into this, and it's going to redirect you. So open. If you want clients to be able to chat directly with you. Now, if you click on this, people are going to be able to see the video that you edited. Let me show you. PC or not connected, you can just on it. Basically, if you tap on any of the images here, it's going to redirect you and show the clients your videos, right? So this is how it came out. Thank you so much for watching, and you can go to my channel to look for other tutorials. I have other tutorials on how to edit on CapCut PC, how to edit videos on CapCut mobile and other stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.